76ers have been through a lot in the last 5 years. At the beginning, there were so many losses on and off the court. But trust the process became a mantra, one that Embiid embraced. He said, "I think a lot about what I went through, how it prepared me to be a better man. I really feel like I'm the process, and the process is about me." Kevin, the process has turned out quite well.
Thank you, David. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hill is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Robertson. Then there's Horford. And it's Muscala in at the 4. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Green. And it's Simmons in at the 3. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA. Brent, what are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can't fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams, and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like?
Yeah, what's their chemistry like? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
And here are the 76ers now. Here's Simmons. The rebound by Muscala. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Curry. Now the 76ers with it. Outside, Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. From the top of the key. That shot off.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Hill against Curry. And George Hill, good for 3. Hill's got 5.
Nice job there from George Hill setting up. He's an effective three-point shooter.
Harris kicks to Simmons. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And it goes down 2 points.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
Green against Hill. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. He dishes it to Horford. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Harris. Another shot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him. Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
Now, here is Muscala. Some solid defense from Harris. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Hill passes to Robertson. Here's Nader. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They can't stop the run with that one. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Chance to check out the stats for Harris. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is Hill. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry looking around. Passes it to Harris. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Thunder trailing by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. Wow, hammering it in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second-chance points last year. Second, the Thunder.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Philadelphia on D. Embiid with the steal. Curry dishes to Simmons with the second effort.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely. And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
He's off on the first. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Robertson. The Thunder with another miss.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Robertson with it. Now Green defending. Here's Muscala. Drills the three-pointer. Muscala's got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
Here's Hill after the Sixers pick up 2. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hill's got 7 points in the game. The 76ers leading by 9. Outside Curry. Pass to Simmons. Curry against Hill. Outside Curry. His first shot coming late. He can't get that one to fall. And the Thunder going the other way now. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Muscala. Robertson, the pass to Hill. Pass to Muscala. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. 5 on the clock. Gets an open look and hits.
Well, he's capable of making you pay there, Gilgeous-Alexander, in a nice rhythm.
Hill against Curry. Puts it up from 12. No good that time. And the Thunder going the other way now.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Muscala finds Hill. Back to Muscala. The pass to Hill. Shoots over Curry. Hill, no good. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. Harris outside. Shoots the three. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And here now the Thunder. 76ers getting the bucket. 18 feet out. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 11-point game. And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Hill. '76ers on defense, and he makes that one.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Philadelphia leading by 9. Now here's Curry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Good.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Nader. Bradley against Curry. A floater, and the rejection by Embiid. And now the 76ers on the break, and Simmons slams it in.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Bradley. The 76ers getting the bucket. To the left side wing. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Down low, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Milton's shot is good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Thunder trailing by 17. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Will it go? And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
The 76ers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Bradley with the ball. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to Muscala. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bradley. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
This is where Bradley's at his best. Terrific at slashing with purpose, finding cuts behind the eyes of the defense.
Pass to Simmons. And stolen by Robertson. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Bradley's got the ball.
Well, Bradley plays with a pretty decent force from the 2-guard spot, and that's how he gets calls like this.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And the first one at the line is good.
There's a nice, quiet leadership quality that Avery Bradley gives to his teammates, and it's something that the coaching staff absolutely is on board with.
Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. Outside, Simmons. On the wing, Harris. 3 seconds left. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. 76ers lead by 14. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
They've got Harris. He's out there with Simmons. Howard is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Milton in at the 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Horford. Over Curry. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Bradley. Horford's got his first bucket of the night. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
Tries again. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
That's good from Harris. Brent, certain players make everyone around them better. Talk about some of those guys who will do that at the very highest level.
The interesting thing about today's game, Kevin, is it's not always the point guard position. I think in the past we thought two ways. The point guard, who has the ball in his hands, finding guys for them to make shots. And then through the 80s and 90s, it was low post players who were getting double teams and initiating some offense. Yes. Nowadays, it's a lot of wing guys, and it's guys like Kawhi Leonard, it's guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, throw Draymond Green in there with his ability to pass the ball, Jokic in there with his ability to pass the ball. It's all happening around the three-point line and getting into the gaps. So they look a little bit different, the initiators, in today's game.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
First one falls for him.
Well, with the scoring ability that Tobias Harris has, he can look to be even more aggressive. All the skills to be a go-to guy.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Poke loose. There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Horford, guarded by Harris. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, that's where he is just a force. Such a great internal clock in terms of his timing to go up and block those shots, Kevin.
Here's Simmons. Second chance shot, and it's Howard laying it in. Howard's got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Horford. Dishes it to Bradley. Clock at 6. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And the amazing moves of Simmons. He's just so much fun to watch with the ball in his hand.
Now, here's Horford. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bradley can't get it to go.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Bradley against Curry. Howard kicks to Simmons. Pass to Milton. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And Horford pulls it down. Thunder have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Ferguson, guarded by Simmons. Outside Bradley. To end the drought. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, he's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, a level of engagement that Horford brings on the defensive end every night is impressive. Terrific block there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Muscala. That's tipped. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And that one, good.
Timeout.
Curry's got 6.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Hill's checked in.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Al Horford. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 13 points a game last season. 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive. impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
And here's Burks. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. 11 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. The Thunder have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Hill up top. Burks covering. Pass to Ferguson. And there's the pass to Muscala. 4 on the clock. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And slam dunk by Harris.
The combination of size and speed of Tobias Harris. When he gets going, hard to stop.
Hill passes to Ferguson. Here's Muscala. Passes it to Ferguson. Feeds it to Horford. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Free throw drops for Al Horford. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him Average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the 76ers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hill passes to Horford. Burks against Bradley. Back to Horford. And it's sent back by Howard. Simmons on the wing. And they double up Simmons. Now here's Howard. Here's Burks. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. Coming off a terrific season. 6th in assists, 15th in field goal percentage. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. For 3, Harris. It's not going to go for him. Thunder shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Ferguson, the pass to Hill. Pass to Horford. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Horford's got his second bucket tonight.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
They grabbed their own miss. Harris made that one as his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Hill passes to Bradley. It's back to Hill. And the pass to Horford. Howard with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. Burks for 3. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Then for the Thunder, Nader's checked in. And it's Andre Robertson in for Terrence Ferguson. And here are the 76ers now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Howard. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Robertson.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Bradley finds Horford. Oklahoma City moving it around. Now Robertson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just 3 to shoot. Good D by Embiid.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously. Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
The pass to Nader. Passes to Horford. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Bradley with the ball. Back to Horford. The dish now to Bradley. Back to Horford. Trying to end the drought. Not enough on that one as it misses. The 76ers shooting it quite well. 52% from the field in the second quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now, here's Robertson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Bradley. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Here's Bradley. Tries from 10, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. And here's Embiid. 8 points for him. High post shot, and the jumper is good. Burks has got 6 points in the quarter.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Now here's Bradley. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
Yo, check Simmons.
Pass to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Bradley. It's back to Hill. It's Bradley on the wing from past the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now Burks, following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. Howard can't hit. Here's Robertson. Good D by Embiid. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 20 points, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
With everything Ben Simmons gives you, the scoring is gravy. But in the first half, he was aggressive with his offense, getting his shots to go down. A welcome sight for this team.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Andre Robertson, Gilgeous Alexander out there with Hill. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Horford in at the center position. And Brett, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet. That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah, Muscala. Embiid with the steal. Outside, Simmons. He dishes it to Curry. Now here's Simmons. Not a lot of room. Unable to get that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Up top, Gilgeous Alexander. Guarded by Green. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. Curry against Hill. And Curry, here we go.
Yeah, easy call.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
The first one falls. both free throws good for Curry. The Thunder shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. Tipped away and stolen by Harris. Curry with it. He's picked up by Hill, and Curry throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander to stop the run, and the rejection by Embiid. Now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running, and stolen by Robertson. All alone, and it's Hill with the jam.
Robertson started that on the defensive end, just clawing that basketball away.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Simmons kicks to Green. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Hill. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Horford. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Embiid. Knocks it loose. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Second, the Thunder.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. And it's Harris off the drive. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Muscala's got 5 rebounds tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
And he sinks the second.
And the athleticism that George Hill can bring to the point guard position makes him impressive. He does it so well on both ends, especially when he's engaged.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 20. Good work defensively by Horford. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now here's Robertson. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And the rejection by Embiid. They're running. Here's Green. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. The floater, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Pushing it up. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here is Hill. 10 points for him. Kicks to Horford. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Green. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Curry. And Curry throws it down.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition? So good at getting steals.
Now here is Hill. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, such an intriguing prospect coming out of Kentucky. I can't wait to watch in a new system how it is that he starts to understand and develop further his offensive play.
And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Jason Randall comes in for Hill. Both shots good from the stripe. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 16-5 run here. Outside Curry. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Milton. Thunder with the rebound.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And it's sent back by Horford. They get it back, and the basket by Harris.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Horford the pass to Ferguson. Embiid against Horford. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Taking a look at some stats for Gilgeous-Alexander. Last season's performance for him averaged about 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
Now here's Curry. 17 points in the game. Here's Embiid. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Muscala misses. The 76ers have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Inside, here's Harris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Harris has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I feel like he's getting more and more confident and might be able to take over in this game.
Ferguson kicks to Randall. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Howard's checked in for Tobias Harris. Curry against Horford. Embiid dishes to Curry. Back to Embiid. Over Horford. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Here's Curry. He's got 17. Embiid, the pass to Curry. 5 to shoot. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Thunder. Embiid with the steal. Here's Milton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
And he makes the first.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Burks, he's checked in for Seth Curry. That one misses. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Gilgeous Alexander kicks to Ferguson. Shot clock at 5. They need this one. No good on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. To the inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Horford. The 76ers have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
Two.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Thunder shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Looking to get it going. The shot missing. Good D by Howard. Here's Milton. Gilgeous Alexander covering. Now the pass to Burks. Over Randall. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Burks has gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field. 33%. Gilgeous Alexander. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Milton. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Milton's got 5.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Gilgeous Alexander. And the Thunder making a change here. Nader's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Back to Burks. Lets it go with a 3. And the 76ers get it back. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Oklahoma City. The 76ers have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. knocks down the first one. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Ferguson misses. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers.
And the first few seasons in the NBA, not an easy time for Terrence Ferguson. Young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent.
Here's Milton. He's got 5. Here's Embiid. Randall grabs the board. The Thunder shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Down low. Nader's shot's good. Nader's got his second bucket. And with Ferguson, the fans can be hard on him. They're expecting more. But, Greg, it's going to take time for him.
You know, Ferguson has already made big strides with his defense. The shot and consistency will come, but the fans will have to be patient with him.
They get the rebound. Howard. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more comfortable where he can score on the floor.
Now here's Embiid. Tight defense on him. Here's Milton. Lays it up and banks it in. Milton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Horford kicks to Randall. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Howard. Here's Thibault. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Milton the pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault from deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. 76ers on top as they end the third quarter on a 14-6 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Howard. Alec Burks is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Horford's shot is good.
Yeah, teammates love that. When Horford is looking to shoot fast, it makes the offense look dangerous.
Thibault, the pass to Scott. Here's Thibault. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
And that one falls for Horford. Second free throw, no good. The 76ers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Korkmaz, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Randall passes to Baisley. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Over Howard. Horford, no luck.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Korkmaz, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Randall surveying the D. Here's Baisley. He's guarded by Howard. Out to the wing.
Get down, Al.
Ferguson, the pass to Horford. Here's Baisley. Another shot. Ferguson misses. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now, here's Burks. Here's Thibault, and it's sent back by Horford, and they're able to recover. Howard misses.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
So here's Burks. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I always thought about Jordan too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
It's Randall with the drive. Passes it to Horford. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Howard.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Thibault, the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Thibault. From deep. Kept alive. Howard trying to get open as Burks. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Thibault. Tries yet again. That one doesn't go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Philadelphia has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Thibault's got his first points of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. And I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
Robinson's checked in for the 76ers. Smith comes in for Burks. He hits the second from the line. Philadelphia with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Smith feeling it out a bit. Pass to Korkmaz. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Over in the corner, Randall. And it's blocked by Scott. And now Philadelphia on the break. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap and overspending and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you had for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Howard. They double team Howard. Back to Robinson. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Robinson's got his first 2 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Burton, the pass to Baisley, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard. Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in there?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources.
Take a break.
That know who that coach is.
2 shots.
Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right. All about communication.
That communication and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor.
Now, here is Smith. Not going to go that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. Burton, the pass to Randall. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, you would use... I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, well, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
Both free throws good from Randall. And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait. I am the media. You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. I'll rewind.
Can we delete that? Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Now, here's Howard. Here's Smith. Sweet little floater.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Randall against Smith. Randall passes to Baisley. The shot comes out. Nice D from Scott. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Robinson left side. Howard in the post. To the middle. Here's Scott. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Pass to Dort. Randall against Smith. Nader the pass to Burton. Releases. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Smith with it. Now defended by Randall. Nice shot by Smith.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now here's Randall. Baisley passes to Burton. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Diallo's checked in. Brent, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional career. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Here's Dort after the Sixers pick up 2. Pass to Nader. Here's Baisley, guarded by Embiid. Here's Robinson. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Nader. Pass to Baisley. Shoots over Embiid. And he overshot that one, missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Now, here is Smith. Back to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Robinson up top. The high post shot. That shot off the mark. Now, Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Here's Diallo. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And the pass to Smith. Embiid with it. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Here's Burton. Passes it to Diallo. Here's Burton, guarded by Robinson. Pass to Dort. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Robinson kicks to Smith. Pass to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And they double up Embiid. There's the steal. 4-on-3 break. Here's Dort. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Joel Embiid.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
That one good for 2.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Here's Diallo after the made shot from Joel Embiid.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Diallo. That misses, so he splits the free throws. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And here's Smith. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Jalan. Dalawa na.